I'd like to say good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm running a special broadcast. Yes, I'm late. I won't be broadcasting Sunday. That's why I'm running a special broadcast tonight. Sit tight. I will be back soon in about this. Okay. I'm going to be talking about school board, not school board, school issues. Okay. Won't hold you long. So just watch the clock. She'll be back and start the special clock. Okay. Like say, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you with a special broadcast. I will not be broadcasting this Sunday. Is the reason that I want to get this special broadcast out of the way. So I won't hold you long. But what I really want to talk about um, is our children who will be starting school soon, and we have some major concerns in regards to their safety. Sad that we have politicians rolling the dice, throwing the dice, uh, putting our children' health at risk. We're going to talk about that real shortly. I'm going to show you two quick videos. Um, One is about the increase in those children 12 and under who have contacted the COVID. All right. Remember, initially, it was stated that that kids' body was built differently than adult, and their immune system could handle this COVID. But unfortunately, that's not the case, and we will talk about that shortly. Uh, and also, we going to be talking about some issues as it relates to our city. Well, anyway, I won't hold you long, but let's go ahead and play these two quick little videos, no more than about a minute or two, and then, of course, we're gonna allow you to please allow me to give my commentary. And after that, well, I hear your questions. If no questions, I know everyone is asleep, so I don't think that there'll be any questions. Hopefully, you can watch this in your own privacy, or shall I say, your own convenience, tomorrow sometime. But anyway, let's go ahead and start these short videos. The first one is showing you the increase in the COVID as it relates to our children. All of this is put out by the Arkansas Department of Health. Okay, so let's play this first video.
First, though, we do begin with breaking news. Arkansas Children's Hospital reporting the highest number of COVID patients since the pandemic began. Thanks for joining us for your 5 News at 5. I'm Darren Bob.
And I'm Erica Thomas. The hospital has reported 24 patients who are currently positive with COVID-19. That's a 50% increase over any daily hospitalization peak of children. 7 of those 24 patients are in the ICU, 4 are on ventilators, and none of the children who are hospitalized with COVID-19 have been fully vaccinated against the virus, despite half of them being eligible.
Okay, now that was the to set your mind in terms of the children who contacted COVID. That was 12 and under. We want to go ahead and show you another quick video right quick, and that will be the last one, and then we'll go ahead and get into my commentary, your questions, and we'll call it tonight. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up this other video right quick, and that will be the last one. Okay, now this video here is the one that they as it relates to the lawsuits. Okay, so let's go ahead and play that now.
In April, Arkansas's Republican Governor Asa Hutchinson signed a bill preventing local officials from requiring masks to protect against the coronavirus. Now, Governor Hutchinson is admitting how profoundly stupid that was.
I signed it at the time because our cases were at a very low point. I knew that it would be overridden by the legislature if I didn't sign it, and I was not supportive of, I'd already eliminated our statewide mask mandate. And so, I signed it for those reasons, that our cases were at a low point. Everything has changed now. And yes, in hindsight, I wish that had not become law. But it is the law, and the only chance we have is either to amend it or for the courts to say that it has an unconstitutional foundation.
Governor Hutchinson issued a state of emergency in Arkansas last week. Coronavirus cases are up 69% in the past 2 weeks. Hospitalizations are up 55%. Deaths are up 246%. Arkansas also has one of the lowest vaccination rates in the country. Only 37% of the state's population is fully vaccinated. According to the Arkansas Department of Health, there has been a 690% increase in coronavirus cases in children under 12 years old. Our next guests, two Arkansas mothers who have children under 12, have filed a lawsuit against the Arkansas State Legislature and the governor, asking a judge to overturn the mask ban. The lawsuit says they are seeking, quote, protection from an irrational act of legislative madness that threatens K through 12 public school children with irreparable harm. Joining us now from Little Rock are Veronica.
Okay, I'm gonna let you all hear the rest of that newscast later. It's on my It's on my on my Facebook page. And so you all can go and listen to that interview in its entirety. I don't know if you all heard that, but it indicated let me find it. It indicated that there was a 690% COVID increase in children under 12 years old. 690%. And also, you heard that the death rate has went up to something like 240 something percent here in Arkansas. And so we have a serious issue as it relates to our school system in terms of our children starting school soon. And so the question is, will you fight for your child, your grandchild? They need you. Our children, as you heard, have a right to be safe, educated in a safe environment, that is. They have that right. No child should be placed in a learning environment that would be somewhat harmful to their health. And so we are calling upon the parents to do like these women, be the voice for your children, and please do speak up. I did speak with a few of the school board members. Two I did last week or this past week, and they indicated that they're not going to enforce the mask mandate or mask requirement. That it would be somewhat mandatory. I mean, excuse me, it'd be something of their choice. You know, voluntary if they want to wear it, fine. If not, fine. But they're not going to enforce it. And that's a big problem, considering, as they indicated, that as it relates to 12 and under, there has been a 690% COVID increase in children under 12 years old. So, how safe do you think your child will be, considering that number? Your children need for you to be their voice. They need for you to be their champion. No child should be exposed to a learning environment that is unsafe and unhealthy. So hopefully you will be that champion for your child. Nobody should fight harder for your child than yourself. Okay? So that's basically all I had to say. I just wanted to show you those two videos to get you to pretty much see exactly what is going on in our Arkansas school system. We have our legislators playing politics and at the risk of our children's lives. That should never happen. And so hopefully parents may enjoin on this lawsuit on the legislators invoking law that will ban masks to be worn in schools. So hopefully something good will come out of it. All right. So that's basically all I had for you all. I will say this here, since I don't have anyone up tonight. I will like to say that um, early voting is yet going on. I think it goes on until the 9th. The election day is the 10th. I think the hours are 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. All right. So please get out to vote. Whichever way you choose to vote is your business, but please do get out to vote. Okay. We also just to give you an update on the police security officer, the one that made a false police call that exposed or endanger my own personal life in the presence of police officers. She pretty much lied that I was causing somewhat of a disturbance, preventing her from doing a job. I was fortunate enough that nothing got out of control. I am one of those stories that was able to live and tell about it. But no person should be able, especially a police officer, to call the police on an unarmed person. In this particular case, it continued to exist. We see where the police continue to be called on black unarmed people. That has to stop. Okay. Also want to speak about the geese duckling problem over in the park. Many of you saw a video that I posted today to where it's pretty much the park, Walker's Park, that is here in Blythe. It is at the point where it is an unsafe, unhealthy, unsanitized place to be in terms of relaxation for you and your family. The park is filthy. It is overpopulated with geese, duck, however you want to call them. But it's just dropping poo poo all over the park, in the streets, the road driveway, on the sidewalk, in the grass area around the children recreation swing sets and seesaw, uh, the benches where you sit down, picnic benches. And so we need to do something about that. We should never expose our children to such an environment to where it can somewhat be harmful to their health. Trying to see if I got anything else here before I close out. Also, I want to say that I will be starting some advertising before the show of those who have businesses. I have shown some in the past. There's two gentlemen that I have on lists as this moment. We're going to be running some advertising for them. We have Ace Tramble from Jonesboro. He located here in Blythe out of the Cannon Auto car dealership. He's a professional salesman, so he will be here in Blythe, ready to serve customers here in the Blythe, Mississippi County area. So please do give him a call. I will be running an ad for him sometime either the next two shows. The same thing with John Mayberry. John Mayberry is a bail bondsman. He's, to my understanding, he's one of only two black bail bond companies here in Arkansas. Okay, bail bond company. In other words, it's his company. He don't work as a bail bondsman for anyone. He works for himself. He owns it. Okay, he's one of two black bail bondsmen here in the state of Arkansas. I think that's correct. But anyway, I will be running a video for him as well. But anyway, that's all I have tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully, you will call your child's principal and try to find out if virtual class learning is still something that is going to be an option for parents if they choose to keep their children home. I understand that at the ending of last year, school season or whatever, they sent out somewhat of a document. I think some went by email, some might have went regular mail. My daughter, I have two granddaughters attend the Blythe public school system. My daughter did fill out the information explaining that she wished to continue the virtual learning coming into this incoming school year. But unfortunately, nobody has called her back to let her know one way or the other, what is going on, to whether her children would be allowed to participate in the virtual learning environment at home. And so I don't know if that just was somewhat of a study survey that they took, but nevertheless, there still are some parents who don't trust their children being in an environment, especially as it relates to the governor who has banned wearing masks. Some can, as I say, some can wear it if they want to, but it also exposed teachers. Teachers have families; they have to go home, and so it's just unsafe all the way around. But anyway, that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I will not be broadcasting this Sunday. Um, I got a lot of stuff that I got to push off my plate, a lot of chores around the house, got some personal business I got to take care of. Um, and I've been putting that on the back burner for too long. So uh, I will not be broadcasting this Sunday. Maybe next Sunday, but even that is a question mark. So again, please view this video in your own private time sometime tomorrow. And, we're going to come back probably uh, next in the next 2 weeks, that is, and probably hopefully give you another great broadcast. So until then, I just want to say peace and love to everyone, and I really thank you all for um, uh, sitting up with me, peeping in on me. I know I did have one or two people who was watching, but anyway, there will not be a show next Sunday. Okay, so please view this video in your own convenient time tomorrow sometime, and hopefully you can share a question, hit me back, and we will talk about it at that point in time. So until then, I say peace and love, good night, and God bless.